This is Chris Bononi. Like, subscribe to CW Wrestling on YouTube. Follow and subscribe to World of Chris on YouTube as well. My other channel, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Bononi. And follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and I'll be down there in the description box. And I'm here to do my AEW Dynamite March 2nd, 2022 reviews. So here we go, discussing about Dynamite, which was a pretty good start to the show. Now Tony Khan comes out, and he was talking about his big announcement. And I know I won't be talking about the Bryan Danielson and Christopher Daniels match, but this segment was first. It was a little short segment. It was like 3 minutes long. So yeah, it was not very long. Tony Khan comes out, Tony Schiavone introduced him or whatever, and Tony Khan was talking about the big announcement, and everybody was wondering what's the big announcement, and he said 17 years ago there was a company that was built, and it was called Ring of Honor, and today he signed a deal to become the new owner of Ring of Honor. So yeah, Tony Khan has bought Ring of Honor, and then after that he says Shane is not here. So yeah, that was a pretty funny part. Saying Shane ain't here. He was referring to Shane McMahon and all that. But yeah, pretty good thing right there. Tony Khan has now bought Ring of Honor, and he said, for the first match tonight on Dynamite, a match that happened in the first ever Ring of Honor show's main event. It will be Bryan Danielson versus Christopher Daniels, and both of them comes out, and this is the match that happened 20 years ago and 1 week. They said, and this is the first time since we've seen Christopher Daniels. I think they said in like 7 months. So it's been a very long time since Christopher Daniels has wrestled, actually, on Dynamite. So yeah, but yeah, it was a pretty good match between Danielson and Christopher Daniels. Pretty much it was a good one. At the very ending of this match, we seen Christopher Daniels try to hit the best moonsault ever onto Bryan Danielson, but Bryan Danielson reversed it, which was pretty nice. Christopher Daniels straight up landed with the best moonsault ever. He pretty much landed into the triangle chokehold from Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson started laying elbows upside his head and pretty much made Christopher Daniels pass out. So yeah, Bryan Danielson defeated Christopher Daniels tonight on Dynamite, and they did shook each other's hands before the match, doing the code of honor. And Bryan Danielson grabs the mic and he says, before every match in Ring of Honor, we shook hands, and at the end of every match, we shook hands. And, he grabs Christopher Daniels by the hand while he's still laying on the mat. He shakes his hand, and he goes like, but we're not in Ring of Honor no more. I'm in AEW, and I'm going to kick your head in. I've been feeling like kicking somebody's head in. And he grabs Christopher Daniels' arms and starts stumping on his head. And he grabs the mic again, and he says, I'm going to be doing this to Jon Moxley this Sunday at Revolution. And then Jon Moxley then comes out, and Jon Moxley cut a pretty good promo talking about how he walks through the path of fire and the path of bullets and all that, and how he's going to walk through that same path to go beat the crap out of Bryan Danielson. Pretty good promo from Jon Moxley. And, Jon Moxley said, shoot, I'm ready for a fight right now. If you want to kick my head in, just like how you said, go ahead and try to kick my head in right now. And then it looks like both of them was about to fight. And then Bryan Danielson hurry up and dipped out of the ring. So yeah, that's what happened. But yeah, they had their match this Sunday at Revolution, which I'll be reviewing later on that night. So yeah, check that out as well later on that night when I make my review on the whole show as well. Every single match and everything that happens, I'll be talking about it. So yeah, check that out this Sunday. Which will be my first ever review on the AEW pay-per-view event. So yeah, but yeah, pretty good segment with Tony Khan saying he was buying Ring of Honor. Pretty good match between Bryan Danielson and Christopher Daniels, and the promo with Jon Moxley at the end and everything was pretty good. But up next, it looked like FTR will be in action. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on AEW Dynamite. See you guys later. Until then, and I forgot to mention that that match and everything, and I'll give it 2 out of 5 stars. That's why I'll give it. So yeah, I'll give it 2 stars. Pretty good, decent match. But yeah, tonight's Dynamite looks like it's going to be a packed show. And this is the last Dynamite before Revolution for this Sunday. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite, it was a casino tag team royale. Now to talk about this match, it was a number one contenders match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. So yeah, winner of this match goes to the triple threat tag team match for the titles this Sunday at Revolution. So right now we got Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy defending their tag team titles against Red Dragon in the winners of this match. So this match was technically a tag team Royal Rumble match, pretty much. That's the best way to explain it. So yeah, in this match, 2 tag teams starts in this match, and then every 90 seconds a tag team runs down, and it's pretty much a battle royale. So yeah, it's pretty much a tag team Royal Rumble match. So yeah, pretty cool concept. So yeah, the first 2 teams that started off was FTR and Top Flight. So yeah, it was great to see Top Flight as a team come back. Darius Martin has been out with a ACL injury for like almost a year, or it has been a year. So yeah, something like that. But yeah, it was great to see him back, and it was doing pretty good and everything. And then we got other tag teams coming down like 2.0, Santana and Ortiz, Young Bucks, a lot of other tag teams, Varsity Blondes, Brock Anderson, and Lee Johnson. A lot of them. The Acclaim was the next ones. A few members of Dark Order and all that stuff. So yeah, a good amount of tag teams was coming down to this match. There was one time where Max Caster was rapping and stuff, and pretty much he just made a funny comment about Kane, Glenn Jacobs, and some of his tweets and stuff. So yeah, pretty funny stuff right there. But yeah, in the end of this match, we seen with FTR. So it was the first person that was eliminated in this match was Alan Angels, Dark Order number 5. So he was the first person eliminated, but the first whole tag team that was eliminated was Bear Country, and the last team that was in this match, it was the Young Bucks, both members of the Young Bucks, and both members of Top Flight and both members of FTR. And at the very ending of this match, we seen Dante Martin eliminating himself and Cash Wheeler. So it only left both of the Young Bucks, Darius Martin and Dax Harwood. And at the very ending of this match, we seen Dax Harwood getting, he was on the ring apron and stuff, about to be eliminated. And then Red Dragon comes down, pretty much distracting him, and then he gets hit with a super kick when he turns around, and then falls off the ring apron. And then Red Dragon attacked him outside the ring. So yeah, Red Dragon was helping out the Young Bucks outside. And so it was the Young Bucks, both of them, and Darius Martin left. Darius Martin eliminated Nick Jackson. And then it was Matt Jackson and Darius Martin left. And both of them was brawling on the ring apron after going over the top rope. And we see Matt Jackson hit a low blow onto Darius, and then hits a super kick onto him, knocking him off the ring apron and winning the match. So yeah, at Revolution this Sunday, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus will be defending the AEW World Tag Team Championships against the Young Bucks and Red Dragon in a triple threat tag team match. So yeah, it looks like Red Dragon and the Young Bucks is on the same page. And we seen Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus come out pretty much just looking at them. So yeah, that match will be this Sunday and stuff. So yeah, I don't even think that Young Bucks and Red Dragon put their differences aside, because I think they're going to start fighting in the match. But yeah, pretty good tag team Casino Royale. Great match. It was a cool concept seeing it was a pretty much a tag team Royal Rumble match. So it was a pretty cool concept and all that. So yeah, with this match, I'll give it a 3.5 stars. That's why I'll give it pretty high up. But yeah, it was a good match. I liked the Young Bucks getting into the match and everything. So yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, 3.5 stars. That's why I'll give the match. But up next, we're going to see CM Punk talking up next on Dynamite. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on AEW Dynamite. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite, which was a pretty good segment between CM Punk and MJF. So yeah, CM Punk comes down to the ring and he starts talking about a lot of stuff, talking about MJF from last week, talking about like how he didn't know that MJF was going to come out here and react like that last week and all that. And then he starts thinking about it. He goes like, "Well, I got this feeling that MJF could be playing me." But at the same time, I don't think he is. I think everything that he said was true and all that. So yeah, that's what CM Punk was saying. And then MJF comes down to the ring after Punk called him out. And, MJF looking all upset and everything. CM Punk, he says, he was talking about a lot of stuff, talking about how he poured down alcohol in another wrestler's throat and all that, how he dumped the ashes of a dead manager onto another wrestler, and pretty much how he mocked somebody else's drug problems until they got fired. So yeah, that's what CM Punk was talking about. And CM Punk, was apologizing to MJF and all that. And then CM Punk was trying to shake MJF's hand, but then MJF, instead of shaking his hand, he gave him a hug. MJF hugged CM Punk, and then CM Punk hugged MJF back. Great moment right there. Almost brought a tear in my eye, But yeah, after that, MJF then, they backed off. And then MJF, of course, hits the low blow on the Punk, beating him down and everything. He hit his finishing move, one of his finishing moves, the Heat Seeker, onto Punk, and then he calls down Wardlow and Shawn Spears. Shawn Spears came out with a dog collar. Wardlow gave MJF the diamond ring. He punches Punk upside the head with it, starts beating him down too. Security guards was trying to run down to help Punk, but FTR was beating down the security guards so they wouldn't get close to him. CM Punk was, of course, gushing out blood. He was getting beat up outside the ring and all that. And then MJF starts choking CM Punk with a dog collar, pretty much hanging him from the top rope, which was insane. And CM Punk was like straight up gushing blood, and it seemed like there was a lot of blood in this just a segment. So yeah, it was insane. But yeah, that's what happened there. And then Sting, Darby Allin, and Sammy Guevara runs out, pretty much stopping the attack, chasing off MJF and the rest of the Pinnacle. So yeah, that's what happened. So yeah, pretty good stuff. That segment was really good. Like that segment between CM Punk and MJF. If I had to give it, I would give it 5 stars because it was a great segment. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention. As soon as MJF was attacking CM Punk, started attacking him, we see MJF like ripped up, took off the jacket and everything, and he revealed the T-shirt of him and CM Punk, that picture on that T-shirt. So yeah, pretty cool stuff the whole time. And straight up wiped CM Punk's blood all over the shirt and all that. So yeah, pretty good stuff right there. Like I said, I'll give that segment 5 stars. It was a great segment between the two. But yeah, that's what happened there. But yeah, and Chris Jericho, of course, before that segment happened, Jericho was cutting a good promo about his and Eddie Kingston's match at this Sunday at Revolution, and Santana and Ortiz pretty much fist bumped Jericho. Pretty much Jericho had their back or whatever. So yeah, good stuff right there as well. But yeah, so far Dynamite has been pretty good. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on AEW Dynamite. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite, it was a tag team match between the women. It was Thunder Rosa and Mercedes Martinez versus the AEW Women's Champion Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter, and Rebel was at ringside. So yeah, it was a tag team match between these 4 women. At the very ending of this match, it looked like Thunder Rosa was going to win after she hit that Death Valley driver onto Britt Baker, and then she was pinning her. But then Jamie Hayter breaks up the pin at 2. Mercedes Martinez comes into the ring, starts fighting off Jamie Hayter, and does like a senton onto Jamie Hayter and Rebel off the ring apron outside the ring, laying them two out, and took herself out. And then Thunder Rosa then picked up Britt Baker, hits her finish move onto her one more time, and then pins her for the 3 count. So yeah, Thunder Rosa pinned Britt Baker tonight, and maybe if she can, she'll probably do it again this Sunday at Revolution. But yeah, Thunder Rosa and Mercedes Martinez defeated Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter tonight in a tag team match. It was an okay tag team match. I'll give that tag team match 1.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was an okay match. But yeah, that's what happened. But then we seen Ty Conti and Jay Cargill saying shit to each other. Smart Mark, was telling Ty Conti, and she lays a finger onto Jade, that she'll lose her title shot and all that. So yeah, that's what happened. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on AEW Dynamite. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Dynamite, it was a one-on-one match. It was Wardlow with Shawn Spears at ringside versus Caesar Bononi, and it was a one-on-one match. Caesar, of course, started getting the offense in on Wardlow, and he was a big guy too. And he threw Wardlow to the ropes, and Wardlow comes back, catches him, and hits a powerbomb onto him, and then hits another one, and then hits another one, laying him out with a few power bombs, puts his foot on his chest, and got the 3 count. So yeah, Wardlow defeated Caesar Bononi tonight on Dynamite. That's what happened. And then after the match ended, Shawn Spears tried to come in, try to hit Caesar with the steel chair, but Wardlow grabbed the steel chair and yanked it out of his hands. And Shawn Spears got mad, gets face to face with Wardlow, and then he started getting scared and got out the ring. So yeah, that's what happened. So yeah, with that match and everything, I'll give it a 0.5 star. That's why I'll give it. But up next, it'll be the main event. It will be Adam Page, John Silver, and Alex Reynolds versus Adam Cole and Red Dragon. Up next in a 6-man tag team match on Dynamite. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on AEW Dynamite. So the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite, it was a 6-man tag team match. But before I talk about that tag team match, I got to talk about Wardlow and MJF. So Shawn Spears stops Wardlow backstage, and he says, "Big man, I got a surprise for you." And he brings up MJF. MJF said, "How about this, Wardlow? If you win that casino ladder match this Sunday, you can keep the title." And he said, "Well, I doubt you want to win anyways." And then Wardlow was like, "Well, the only reason you win your matches is because of me." And MJF comes up and slaps him right in the face and says, "You gotta think about it. You don't work for this company. You work for me. Now, you better be grateful that I've been good to you and been keeping your family off the streets and stuff." So yeah, that's what MJF said of Wardlow, and that's what happened. So yeah, it's about time to move around with the segment stuff now with Wardlow and stuff. But yeah. And then we got the main event. It was the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Hangman Adam Page, John Silver, and Alex Reynolds versus Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish, Red Dragon, with them two in a 6-man tag team match. It was a pretty good 6-man match. At the very ending of this match, we seen all 6 guys brawling inside the ring and stuff, taking each other out, but then left Adam Cole and Alex Reynolds in the ring. And Alex Reynolds got hit with a super kick in the face once, and then got hit with it again in the back of the head. And then Adam Cole hit the boom onto him, that running knee to the back of the head, the Shining Wizard, and then pinned him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Adam Cole and Red Dragon defeated Alex Reynolds, John Silver, and Hangman Adam Page tonight on Dynamite. That's what happened. So yeah, it was an okay match. And then at the ending of this match, they got duct taped Adam Page to the ropes, and then pretty much Red Dragon hit their finish move high-low onto John Silver, laying him out, and Adam Cole hit too many freaking Adams in this match. Adam Cole hit the Canadian Destroyer, the Pamela Sunrise onto Pamela I don't even know how to say it. Canadian Destroyer. There we go. Screw. He hits that onto Alex Reynolds, laying him out. Pretty much Adam Page watching them do this to the his partners and stuff. And then Adam Cole goes up to Adam Page, starts talking crap. Page headbutts him, and then Cole super kicks him, starts beating him in the face, and then super kicks him again, grabs the world title, puts on Adam Page's shoulders, and says, "This is going to be my title," and stuff. So, yeah, and that was the end of the match, and everything else for Dynamite. So, yeah, okay stuff right there. I'll give it all 2.5 stars. That's why I'll give that match and what happened after the match and all that. So, yeah, pretty good stuff. But for tonight's AEW Dynamite March 2nd, 2022 show, I'll give it 8 out of 10 stars. It was a pretty good, actually, I'll give it 8.5. It was a pretty good show tonight. If you have, go check out this show. This is the last show before AEW Revolution, which is this Sunday. So yeah, tonight's Dynamite was pretty good. Main event was okay. Wardlow and stuff, they're finally moving on a little bit more, going down with this, I don't know if you want to call it a little feud between Spears and Wardlow and all that. So yeah, pretty good stuff. The women's tag team match, it was whatever to me. It was just whatever. The Casino Tag Team Battle Royale, I like the concept of the tag team Royal Rumble match, pretty much. Pretty cool stuff. CM Punk and MJF, that segment, best segment of the night. I really liked it. And the match between Danielson and, Bryan Danielson and Christopher Daniels, it was okay too. So, yeah, for tonight's AEW Dynamite, like I said, 8.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. But, yeah, that has been my AEW Dynamite March 2nd, 2022 reviews. Like, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris. And subscribe to this channel, Chris Menails. And follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and I'll all be down there in the description box. And, yeah, that has been my AEW Dynamite reviews. And I'll be doing my AEW Rampage reviews this Friday night. And same for my Friday Night SmackDown reviews as well, all this Friday. And I'll be doing my AEW Revolution 2022 reviews this Sunday as well, later on that night. So yeah, look out for that as well. So yeah, like I said, subscribe and all that. And I'll see you guys later.